So in my case, they down me so far that I can't even carry on a regular life without craziness taking place. And they do it 24/7, real time, claiming it's some sort of protect the public mission, but it's been a lie and it is a lie. And that's why we lost the United States. I mean, even Donald Trump's United States isn't exactly where we need to be, and I've spoken openly about that. Right. So, again, but he's probably closer to where we need to be at this point. Well, Musk lost his mind. Okay. Again, the things he did while he was in Doge, if the administration changes, he could be arrested for. Correct. Well, you went places you never should have been. You had a personal stake in it, including being investigated. Correct. It doesn't matter if I speak about it or not. Actually, I should speak about it so you can think about it. So other people don't make that same mistake. I mean, you're in a situation where you own the Justice Department, that's fine. Right. There may even be some states where that's prosecutable. I don't know. Well, I mean, you all speak about protecting law enforcement. A lot of those people were law enforcement. Right. So again, you just need to slow down and regroup, all of you. So it zapped him to the point that he, lost his mind. Correct. Well, if you say it's because he was on narcotics, I don't know if he was or wasn't, or how he handles narcotics, or whether it affects him this way or that way. The fact is, that's part of it when it's metaphysics. Right. Metaphysics can destroy your capability to not use drugs. And that could be physical, psychological, or metaphysical, and or. Thank you, Larry. Again, the same thing happens with federal agents. So when you get these clicks in federal agencies and they're cursing off the other federal agents, we're ending up with this is weird. I got to heal these young people. I'm not sure what it all meant, but I saw them too many times not to heal them. Oh yeah, bring that up. So one thing you should realize that even if like a Mormon president or a Mormon, all right, I should say Mormon because they're in here cursing me. Latter Day Saint president, or Latter Day Saint quorum member, or whatever it is, elder, whatever they are. So he says that when he had his, and this is a guy's a friend of mine inside. I don't know what he knows, what he sees, but a friend of mine inside. Right. So he says he had a close encounter with death for 4 weeks, and he came away with it with the idea: pray more and do something else more. I can't remember. Maybe study more. I can't remember. Maybe preach more. I don't remember exactly what it was. Right. Again, those are really physical triggers on the system that was killing him. Yeah, well, that's a big study that's been lost in the churches. There's a system here. You're not always being paid by God, but of course, if that payment is good. Well, he has a real life and he's a multimillionaire. What they'll try to do is try to convince me that I'm the same as him. Right. He's had a great life. He's been a multimillionaire for many years. But again, I'm not here to play that one game that you all love playing, removing the reality of what's happening. Right? I'm not saying anything against him. Right. Thank you, Larry. Again, what you did to my life made me unjudgeable. It's I never had my life. Right? I mean, you can't just because I can buy a house and have it for a couple years of hell doesn't mean that I ever got to my life. Right? Well, I would say God woke me up at the point. Of course, God saved me. I'd have been dead if He didn't. Right? But when I left the government, it was that point where it was over. There was no like, oh, the Earth system's doing what it's supposed to do. So the Earth system has failed. Right. Mm. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, the new millennium did mark something major. Things did change again. A lot of people speak about being awakened. They never used to speak about that. Now, again, not everybody that claims to be awoke is awoke because a lot of those, some of those people, I'm not going to say a lot, but some of those people don't know how to act either. Right. And again, there were changes going on and are changes going on. Again, when I started, God had these spirits visit me, and they said, the life you're living right now is what we're praying for, we're metaphysically moving for, we're moving for. We wanted all these advances. But again, what's happening is all these advances in the world around us are not available to everyone. And that's because of hate. If you hate less, then we'll have more medical advances, even more than we have now, but yet more people can take advantage of it. It's just like the idea that the government can be restructured to provide health care for people that don't have that do not have it, but there should be still a private healthcare system. Well, it takes investment. It takes a business model for it to work. Look, the government could set aside $1,000 for each person, or $10,000 when they're born for medical care. Right. Now, I guess they have to use it as a kid, but there's ways to invest though, and you invest that money. So it's like a medical expense account. And maybe at a certain point, it just, you know, you could actually make, if everybody's mind was right, you could make social medicine better than our insurance, but you have to do it right. Right. Like my brother, you know, he's actually has better medical care than me because of what you all do to me while I'm trying to seek medical care. Right. But I'd be afraid to live his life where he's kind of just not really wanting to put that money out. He calculates everything, but right. He calculates, like, you know, how much healthcare does he actually need at his age with his health. Correct. Now, one of their major goals was to turn me away from anything healthy. Just plain and simple. That was one of their goals. And no, it isn't because I committed a crime. It's because they tortured me. Eventually, I didn't even know what was happening. They knew at a certain point that they were able to do that. Now they're sick people. Walk in instead of what they were trying to turn it into. And the idea that, you know, everybody knows that's got any real money that no, the opportunities do not exist. I mean, some people say it because that's what they get paid for, is to lie. So the system pays them back. Thank you, Larry. The system is not even remotely fair. Correct, Larry. But there is a reality of what we can successfully do and what our capabilities are and how we need to change things. Right. So you still have to go look at the supply of fentanyl and all that other stuff in the cities, in the towns and cities, because finding a reduced amount on the border might actually be scary. Agree. Because they may have figured a way around us. Because if you panic them too much, working in a prison really shows you how it all works. I mean, yeah, you can be an investigator or a cop, but you want to look at a microcosm of criminal behavior, so it can be in a study, an environment you can study very quickly. Right. So not finding contraband doesn't mean there's no contraband when you work in a prison. It just means they figured out how to get past us. Correct. And yeah, one of the eye openers was a guy died of heroin overdose. Back in the day. I mean, back then in 1993, 94, there wasn't. Well, heroin wasn't that big. Right. Thank you, Mary. Getting bigger, but wasn't that big. No, I was never paid back by the system, not whatsoever. Anyway, Justice Department's always a farce. Right. I got to get into the sun too a little bit, or I'm going to have to try like a couple minutes of tanning or something. Trying to. It's a long video. I'm trying to see where he action with the Molotov cocktail. Did he bolo it or something? Okay, there it is. Oh, okay. The cops are pushing everyone. Right. Well, then they pan away at the crucial moment. I think I know what's going on. I don't know. I may have missed something. It's too much video. They have to like show that moment. I guess my breath is getting on there. Tilted it down. So that was one of those moments where everything was dropping on the ground and hearing aid was falling out. So I know they cursed my hearing aid and everything. Right. That's what they do all day. They're sick. So far, nobody has attempted to make a move on me like they did the other day, or possibly did. Right. Thank you. Or present a false image of making a move. Thank you, Mary. I do want to walk longer, but for now, 50 minutes will have to kind of work. So I'll have to go over the massage chairs now. So sad that I could have been doing this all along. Just, they torture you and torture you, and it comes out of your mind, right? Again, they're cursing me out, so they're using their. Was this the one I was on? I think so. Definitely sick people. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God.